All right, this is James Pelton, and I am here for an AMA. So it's been a while. I've been sick. I had power issues yesterday. I was supposed to have a couple AMAs, and I couldn't get on. We had no power. We've had negative 12-degree weather here in Nebraska. Makes you wonder why I live here. I ask myself that every winter, but every winter it's too cold to move anywhere. So I just stick around here all the time. So we are going to be talking about Snap Delivered today. So I've done this video. I talked about Snap a few months ago, but kind of wanted to just get an update and just remind you about what it is, kind of get, how's it been going recently? How can you get involved? And we're going to be talking with Mr. C also. He's going to be doxing a little bit here as well. So what I need from you guys as we get started, maybe you don't remember because it's been like 3 days since I've done my last AMA. But if you don't remember, the first thing I need you to do is hit the like button. And it looks like a hand like this. And it's right below the video. Please hit that. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. So I don't know why you wouldn't do it. I saw someone put a dislike on this video. It's like, well, I haven't even started the video. How can you dislike it before I even have started it? That doesn't make any sense. So we'll do that. Good to see you in the audience. I kind of just feel like hanging out because I miss you guys. It's been so long. But yeah, Pocket, good to see you. Funny Turo, Davis, Chance, Armin, appreciate all you guys. So let's go ahead and bring on our guests. First guest we're going to bring on is Mr. C himself, aka Isaac. Good to see you, brother. He actually made me this shirt. And I don't usually wear shirts with words on them, but I will for this video because it has Snap Delivered at the bottom and Isaac made it, so it's fitting. And then we also have Lon from Snap Delivered. He's going to be kind of giving us the rundown on what Snap Delivered is, how you guys can get involved. And I did mute both you guys while I was talking, so make sure to unmute yourself as you're going. Can we do quick introductions? Lon, if you want to just give a quick introduction to who you are, where you came from, and then Isaac, maybe you don't need to do as much of an introduction because we know a lot about you. But yeah, if you just want to tell us a little bit about yourself, then we'll get rolling here. So Lon, let's start with you.
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, James, got to give it back to you for what you do for the communities, for what you do for your people. Definitely highly respectable. I really appreciate it. Yeah, my name is Lon Schultz. I'm down here in the Tampa Bay, Florida area. I think the worst we're going to get is like 30-something degrees. I know I'm sorry for you people that are snowing, especially in Nebraska. I'm from Wisconsin originally, from Milwaukee. I moved down here, and I've been married 21 years. I own a Christian establishment. I do a lot of homeless ministry. I do a lot of different ministries and stuff like that. So when I seen this, it actually really stuck out to me. When I met the owners and met the C-level execs, they really had something that was going to be able to expand my ministry reach and allow homeless people here and elsewhere in the country as well to be able to feel the ripple effect from that. But yeah, I've been a dad for 20 years. I mean, I got a 20-year-old, a 15-year-old. My son graduated high school with his associate's degree, a salutatorian from tech school at 7.21 GPA, all glory to God. And my daughter, she's currently doing the same thing. She's actually number 1 in her class currently. He was number 2 in his class finishing, but she's a sophomore, so she's got some time to keep going. But yeah, just, super excited to be able to share this information. You guys are going to love the fact that you can get passive income and it'll cost you nothing. So super excited. Appreciate you having me on.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, excited to talk about it. Let's introduce Isaac and then I'll kind of give some of my thoughts and we'll get started.
Good morning, James. I think you look much better. You super energized. I see your perkiness. I mean, I love it. I mean, I love that about your energy. I mean, hey, that's why I'm a proud member of the James Pelton group. I mean, so happy to be here, and thank you for allowing us some time. I know you are a super busy guy, and everybody wants to be on your show. So, but my name is Isaac. I am known in the space as Mr. C's Deliveries. So if you've seen my name around, I don't think there's anybody else with that name on crypto space that I've ever seen, not even close. So, but I'll be around, and looking forward to Mr. Lon here being able to present some information nice and clearly, better than I. So I mean, when you can't do something at the very, very best, you find the best to do it. So
there you go. No, I love it. That's one of my mottos. I don't do very many things well, so I find half the people here Pocket, and you, Isaac, and Funny Turtle. Half the people here are doing something for me because I'm bad at it. And so I appreciate all you guys. So, yes, let's go ahead. One of the things I like about Snap Delivered and this, this project is it doesn't take capital for you to get started and start making money from it. So I know a lot of people, a lot of things I have on my show, you need a lot of capital to get into. I just had Now Grit on, which it was $42,000 to get started with, minimum of $5,000 to get started with. And so I'm always on the lookout for, hey, what are some things that people can potentially do to make money that doesn't cost them money to get going? And so this is one of those. So maybe we'll start with Lon. That's what you're here for. Can you kind of explain what it is that we're doing here? What are we talking about here today? And how can people make money? And I know you have a presentation, so if you want to just kind of get started with that, I might interrupt you as we're going with some questions and things like that. But yeah, if you just want to get started, I'll give the floor to you and we'll just sit back and take it easy.
Yeah, so absolutely. So basically what we did, I'm a founder in the company. I'm not a C-level exec, but I learned about it a couple months after the company got started. A good business partner of mine got me in contact with the people. So what we did is we like the network marketing model. Everybody does, right? Every mortgage company, every real estate company, if you refer somebody, you get something from what they do, right? Every company with the ORG chart is basically built that way. It just, the people in the middle don't see anything. It's only the people at the top that do, right? So we like the model of being able to get paid residual income, to be able to get paid on tiered levels and percentages across the board. But we don't like the model of having to buy into a business or having to pay a monthly fee, right? That doesn't really make sense. That's not an actual referral hub. So I would put this more in the referral hub space. But technically we could call it network marketing, right? So we kept good stuff and we got rid of the bad stuff. Good stuff being getting paid, residual income, passive income. And what we did, we wrapped it around a model, because think about it, guys. You don't know who made the first ballpoint pen, right? But I know that my favorite is a Pilot G2. That's my favorite ballpoint pen now, right? That's the current model. So it's not the inventor that took it to a next level. It's the person who innovated the best, right? So a bunch of different delivery companies started, then Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, those guys really took the model and ran with it, right? So what we did, we actually came in with the solution. So I will share this presentation. I want to make sure that the screen, it looks a little different. This is my first time on this platform, so I don't want to overtake your screen. Okay, so let me see.
Yeah, just go down to present, and I have control over everything. So if you're just able to present, I can set up the screens as needed.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that I can have the screen in presentation view, if possible. But I'm going to see if it does it. We're going to find out right now. It's pulling up.
This is why I love lives. Do you guys feel the suspense? It's dripping.
It's legit.
Is it going to work? Is it going to have issues? I love it.
Let's see what happens. What do you see? Do you see anything?
We see your presentation. It looks perfect.
You see the presentation. Do you see any words, or is it just a screen? All right, so how do I do it without the words? I can have the words there, but I'd rather not. That's more for I don't want people to have to read it as I'm showing it.
Yes, if you go to present and then slides, perhaps, and then you can upload like a
so
PPT
slides file. All right, sorry guys.
No, this is why I like lives. This is authenticity. Obviously we didn't, we're not in cahoots to do something. I mean, this is authenticity right here.
Yeah, absolutely.
While we're waiting, I want to show someone. Shout out to Tycho, my assistant. Okay, look what he got me for Christmas: a Stream Deck. I can get buttons that do different things. So pretty soon, once I get this set up, I'm going to add sounds, applauses, all sorts of things. I mean, this is going to revolutionize the streaming process for me. I'm very excited. Thank you, Tycho. I will say my wife was a little disgruntled though, because she actually got me the exact same thing. Let's see. Pocket Aces says click the present button. So if you do exactly what you did before and just click present
button,
then it should keep the comments for you and just show us the slides.
Well, that sounds amazing. Yeah, I'm trying to do so. Click on slides then, right? And I don't really have any loaded in here though. I put your computer and it shows me what to, like I can download some.
Or upload some.
Upload some. And I uploaded it, but I'm not necessarily sure where the PowerPoint is located.
You know what? Just share your screen, and then just go back to where you were before. That
and you'll cut it out.
Yeah, and then
if you can cut it, that'd be great.
Yeah, or there should be like a present button on the PowerPoint presentation.
That I have, and I'm in presentation mode, but that usually has a box that cuts out. Can you crop my screen at all? Can you crop that?
I can't do anything except for put it up here. Any of those buttons down below?
Yeah, so we could crop that at all. No, it generally does it. Yeah, so it generally does it with Zoom. I always use Zoom, man. You gotta forgive me for that.
No, that's fine. I love this. I love figuring things out. Up at the top under display settings, is there like a full screen?
Display settings.
There's a show taskbar and then display settings.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything. Everything's grayed out. I can just run it, man. If you guys want to see it, I mean, you can read it along with me if you're interested in that. That's okay.
Let's just do that.
I might change it a little bit as we go.
No, this is actually great because this will help people who can't hear well. Look, it's like subtitles.
Okay, perfect. So it's a little accessibility. I like it. Great idea. See, that's why you're the man. That's why we're here with you, right? All right. So good afternoon. See, I had to change something. Welcome to our Snap Delivered overview. My name is Lon Schultz. I'm the Tampa area executive director and mentor. Look, I'm just your average guy with humble beginnings. Single mom that was always at work to support us. I'm the oldest of 4 from my mom, 8 from my dad, so I had to figure a lot out. See, I love helping people, and I'm the giving type, so I had to find a way to not be limited in what I want to give at any time. That meant there was a substantial amount of residual income needed, and this made perfect sense. See, when I was introduced to this last year, it was a no-brainer just because of the timing alone. Then when I met the owners and seen the vision, I was all in. Okay, I want to be respectful to everyone's time, so I like to get straight to the point while still having a great time. Now, congratulations on being a monumental part of our David versus Goliath story. See, after seeing this presentation, you will be able to say that you were involved in the very beginning phases of the quote-unquote little guy that took down the giants. Why even aim to take down the big guys like Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grubhub? See, we wouldn't have to if they didn't charge restaurants and customers so much money while nickel and diming the drivers. See, we not only charge a crazy low flat rate of $2 to the restaurants, we even have a low-cost membership that our customers can take advantage of, all while ensuring the best deliveries by paying our drivers way more. We even figured out a way to pay you residual referral cash bonuses every time an order goes through. Look, we pre-launched just a year ago, and we're already pulling menus in over 50 cities across the country. And we're taking orders in over 40 now. We not only deliver food, we deliver value. See, we're here to rescue the restaurants from closing their doors, to rescue the wallets of millions of consumers, and to put belief back into the drivers that there's still a future in delivery. This is why we're called disruptors. See, we actually care. We're a community-driven company that's based right here in the United States. That means if you have a question, there are actual human beings that are ready to take a phone call. Look, it's no surprise that delivery is growing rapidly with the issues that we faced beginning in 2020, right? All delivery services started booming because we had to stay at home. Then it just seemed easier to stay at home and have everything delivered to us. And the major delivery companies enjoyed leveraging that. See, while that's a good business strategy, there's nothing wrong with supply and demand. The problem with that is they didn't balance out. They let that leverage turn into leeching, and that opened the door for us to bring solution. What is the solution? It's called Snap Delivered. The core team which we have in place is absolutely amazing. Just the right balance of power, wit, and care. I really love these guys. The CEO, Paul Michael, he's an amazing visionary that wears his heart on his sleeve. He'll do anything for his people. Our COO, Tony Swantek, is one of the most brilliant, forward-thinking individuals I've ever met. And our CFO, Garrett Hagen, is by far the most organized and detailed person that I've ever met, probably in the world. And the team behind the scenes, Alex, Evelyn, Jeannie, so amazing. They are the absolute real deal. Guys, it's an absolute honor to join forces with such big picture, forward-thinking individuals. This team is taking delivery to a whole new level. Learning from yesterday, crushing it today, and already positioned to take over tomorrow. Guys, we are already on blockchain. What that means is more secure transactions. As you guys know how crypto works. We are on blockchain, guys. Think about it. You know anyone that still uses MySpace or goes to rent movies from Blockbuster? Probably not. Because better innovations or disruptors like Facebook and Netflix, it phased them out. Within the next few years, I believe that at least 80% of the companies on this page would have also been phased out. But this time by Snap Delivered. See, once they start noticing their restaurants aren't taking orders because the owners are sick and tired of being overcharged and they don't see their drivers making them any money, they're going to look around and see us, Snap Delivered, only charging an unheard of $2 an order. Now, personally, I don't think they'll suddenly eliminate their current model or ditch their advertisement budget. But let's just say they do. Let's say they change their model to $2 to match us. They will never, in my opinion, be willing to give away 60%. That's $1.20 of every $2 of every order like we do at Snap Delivered. As we give away 60% of what comes in. Now, I don't like seeing people taken advantage of. And from what I've seen in our Tampa restaurant space, there's an average of 30% delivery fee by the other guy. 30%, guys, that's crazy. See, when I show restaurant owners that we only charge $2 with no contracts, it absolutely blows their minds. See, we put restaurant owners back in control. Now they can give the raises they would like to give and begin to scale their businesses once again without needing to jack up the delivery prices for their customers. See, in this example, there's 20 orders a day at an average of $40 per order at a 30% delivery fee. That's $12 in order to deliver the food. Guys, the restaurant is getting charged $12 by Uber Eats or whoever just to deliver food. We only charge $2. We would actually save this restaurant $72,000 a year. If we change the orders to just 100 orders per day, this would actually save them $1,000 a day. Look, these restaurant owners not only want to hear from us, they absolutely love when we share this platform with them. But we not only focus on restaurants, we also take way better care of our drivers and our customers. See, this is subject to change, but right now in Tampa, Florida, our drivers are averaging around $7 to $10 per delivery. From what I've learned, that's double to triple the amount they get from the other guys. And for our clients, we have a multi-option flat rate fee. They can either pay $5 an order while paying gas and tip to the driver, or $10 a month for unlimited deliveries, again, just take care of the driver, or $100 a year where they would get 2 free months and they just pay the driver gas and tip. Look, it equals out to about the same as if we went out to eat. We would use gasoline to go to and from the restaurant, and we would tip our server. See, this actually balances out. That is an amazing solution. See, everyone I speak with that orders food says this is the best option they've seen, and they're chomping at the bit to be able to use Snap Delivered at all of their restaurant choices. So I tell them, don't worry, you will. Just be patient and help us spread the word. But why? Why would they want to help us spread the word? You remember the referral bonuses I mentioned earlier? See, this is how we get to eliminate the need for commercials or billboard. We pay you residual cash bonuses just to tell people about a delivery app that costs less to order food. The restaurants charge less on their menus because we don't charge them the 30%, so they don't have to compensate for the 30%. So the ticket prices on the actual menu is less in most cases. I think we can all agree that if we order delivery and our friend told us about another delivery app that would save us a lot of money and have great service, we would definitely try it out. But then the cherry on top, guys, we can refer others to try it out and get paid just to spread the word.
Hey,
With
Lon,
us, yes.
can I stop you for one second? This is great. I love it.
Absolutely.
This is super interesting. We had a question from the audience, and so I just wanted to bring this up because so it made a lot of sense. Restaurants save a lot of money, so they're going to want to use it. Customers save a lot of money, so they're going to want to use it. What incentivizes drivers? Because it sounds like how do drivers get paid? Like Pocket Ace was saying that he wouldn't deliver for $2 an order. So how do the drivers, what's the incentive for drivers to use this instead of Uber Eats or something like that?
Yeah, perfect. That's a great question. So we give our first 30 days free to the customers, but what happens is the customers' gas and tip go to the driver, minus only 50 cents. So for the first 5 miles, they get $3 for gasoline, plus at least a guaranteed gratuity of 10%, which we start at 20% because customers are okay because they pay so much less. They generally stick around the 10, 20%, but they can't go under 10%. It has to be at least 10% tip that they're getting paid. So we go up to 5 miles. It's $3.50, but the drivers get $3 of it. Then 50 cents each additional mile up to 10, and then $2 each additional mile up to 15. So it's really easy to, we're averaging between $7 and $10 a delivery under 5 miles is what Tampa is averaging. There's a place, Washington, Iowa, that's averaging even more than that. And there's a lot of places, and I'll share in a second. So the average driver on Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grubhub does about 5 order deliveries in an hour, right? So if they were to work only part-time if you snipe, well, sniping is like if you sit around and just reject a bunch of different orders until the order gets back to like Uber Eats or something, and they're like, okay, look, I'll give you guys an extra $2 or $3 to just go pick this thing up, right? Let's just move forward with this. But what happens, I've actually been sitting and had a owner of a restaurant basically in tears. She was welling up and everything. She cooked the food. It was ordered through one of those platforms. I'm not going to talk bad about any of them. She cooked the food, and within 10, 15 minutes, it was in the window. I was there with her. 40 minutes later, a driver came and picked it up. Now, yes, the cause that the driver did not go and get the order was because the tip wasn't high enough. Perfect. That's completely understandable. People need to make their money. That's why we have an automatic gratuity to cover that. And we have an automatic guaranteed low base of at least $3 plus the 10% tip. So that's why we actually average out more, and there's no need to snipe because every order is going to be worth getting, right? And this, I figured out the root cause wasn't the money that the driver wasn't getting from the customer necessarily. The root cause was the customer being charged so much from the platform that they were ordering from. And that was the root cause. So by lowering the cost for the customers, they're more apt now to be open to tip more because they're already used to paying a certain amount anyway. So if they're paying less and we charge an automatic gratuity and we start at 20%, they might not even switch off of it, right? So it's at 10% tip, it's still a good deal, right? And for 5 miles, I mean, like I said, we're averaging $7 to $10 within 5 miles. And I'll share in a second in the next slide or 2 slides, what the drivers actually get paid and what that looks like on an annual basis at an $8 average. So I will definitely do that. Does that answer your question?
Yes, absolutely. No, that was super helpful. I thought maybe you might answer it in the future also, but just thought while people are thinking about it. So no, that's great.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I wanted to cover it for sure. All right. So let me continue real quick. With us, just to share your excitement, if you refer a restaurant, you'll get 40 cents for every delivery they do with Snap Delivered. If you refer a driver, you will receive 20 cents per delivery that they do with us. And if you refer a client, you'll get either $1 every time they pay the $5 or $2 a month if they pay the 10 or $20 a year if they go the annual route. It's 20% of the service fee. Now it's anybody, a driver, a customer, a restaurant owner, anybody can refer another person and get paid every time they work. That's passive income at its finest. Right? You don't even have to know the people. There's somebody who made a Craigslist post for drivers and signed up well over 90 drivers and is still signing them up without even meeting them. Just put their referral link into the Craigslist post, which is working great, right? Because there's people that are driving. Now, the app is completely free, and everyone gets their own free back office and replicated websites. And the company doesn't charge anything for this. Nothing. You can track your referrals and you can, watch your referral amounts grow. Now, I know that these numbers seem small, 40 cents, 20 cents, what's that, right? But they definitely add up, guys. Now, be prepared because I might speak a little fast when these numbers get slammed, but you can read them too, so that's good. So let's move forward with that, right? These examples right here are based solely on effort. It takes 10 restaurants and 10 drivers and 500 customer downloads within a 5-mile area. The 5-mile area really is just the 10 restaurants to make sure we have coverage with drivers to open a city. If your city is already open and you refer, say, 10 restaurants that do 20 orders a day, at 40 cents an order, that's $80 a day that you would get. $560 a week, $2,400 a month. That's almost $30,000 a year just for sharing Snap Delivered with the restaurants you already go to. If those 10 restaurants were to each average 69 orders a day, you would actually be in a 6-figure income just for referring those 10 restaurants, okay? And if you just order food to be delivered, we have you covered as well. If you tell your delivery driver about Snap Delivered, they'll be happy to add another high-paying driver gig, right? They're already driving for multiple anyways. Now you would get 20 cents per delivery that those drivers ever do with us. Again, you refer 20 drivers, they do 20 deliveries a day. Consistently, that's $80 a day, $560 a week, $2,400 a month, almost $30,000 a year. If you refer 69 drivers and they do 20 deliveries a day at 20 cents a delivery, again, that's 6 figures, guys. 6 figures. Now, what would the driver make for themselves? Let's say, okay, with an average of $8 per delivery on a 5-day work week, doing 5 orders a day for only 4 hours a day. Like I said, 5 orders an hour are the standard for the other guys, right? And I'm just saying working 4 hours a day, if you only choose part-time or prime time or however you want to run it, that's only 20 hours a week. That driver will be over $40,000 a year on a 5-day work week, right? If they chose to do a full 40 hours and kept those numbers, guys, see, here's the thing. This is happening. I know Uber Eats and DoorDash and all of them, they're there, but they are in position to have us really impact the marketplace because we're helping the restaurants. That's the core of this deal. If restaurants aren't using these other platforms, then there's absolutely nothing for you to deliver from other platforms. I'm not saying right now, but we are an inevitability. It's just, it is what it is, guys. This is happening, right? So be excited about that. Be completely excited. I mean, wait till you see what this stacks up to be. And I'm not saying we're going to take them out completely. We do have a target, and we are going to be in a prime position, guys. This is massive. Look, this is why we need to let all the drivers know about Snap Delivered. Now, along the way, you post on social media, you tell some people about your great experience, and you get 100 people excited to try us out. They order a couple times a week, and that's another $800 a month that you would get just for mentioning a delivery service. That totals $5,600 a month residually just for referring one time. Now, it's up to us to spread the word so we can grow rapidly and open the doors to these numbers. Would you, your friends, your family all like to save money and make money just by helping other people by spreading the word? Of course. Just reach out to, the individuals that put this on. I'm not 100% sure what their links are, right? They got their own. I'm sure Justin will be able to take care of all that, put in the chat. Everybody will be able to help out and just spread the word. Guys, this is happening. We're on blockchain. We already have NFTs that are providing utility as far as delivery, waiving fees and all kind of stuff. This is happening. Just know that this innovation is amazing and it's happening. But look, honestly, I can say this is the only free referral business that I've ever seen with the potential to make this kind of income residually without building a team. However, teamwork makes the dream work, right? And if you're anyone like me that believes in helping the masses, then it's better to have 1% of 100 people's efforts than it is to have 100% your own, right? That's why as a manager in the company, you'll not only get the 20% from your direct referrals, you'll start with making 10% from your second layer of referrals as well. In order to become a manager, just spread the word. As soon as enough orders start flowing, you'll be upgraded to manager. You can also get paid way more levels depending on your teamwork. Now, let's say you know 3 like-minded individuals that refer the same amount of people that you do. Remember what I told you, we kept the network marketing model of the good stuff and we got rid of the bad stuff, right? We kept the residual pay and the tiered pay, but we got rid of the buying in and having to pay monthly. So let's say they share Snap delivered, the same amount of the people that you did. Just for sharing with them, you'll receive 10% of their efforts. They refer 10 restaurants that each do 20 orders a day, and you'll get an extra $3,600 a month, right? This is doing the exact same thing you did. They each refer 20 drivers that do 20 deliveries a day. It's another $3,600. They each refer 100 clients the same way you did, and that brings the total that you would make just for their efforts alone to $8,400 a month. You add that to your own $5,600, and that brings you to $14,000 a month just for doing the work one time. Now, these examples are predicated on a 4-letter word, guys. Work. Most people won't do that, and that's okay. See, it may be hard for you to get out of your comfort zone and to tell somebody about a delivery app or share an overview with someone. I get it. But aren't most things we do hard at first? See, when you get a new job, don't you usually have to learn a new skill? There's no difference here. If you learn the skill of sharing, you could get paid like your current boss or more. Now, I know money isn't everything, but this day and age, it's right up there with oxygen. And I know money won't buy you happiness, but we can all agree it's a great down payment. And it's proven that if you don't have to worry about stuff, you're happier. And finances are massive, right? Now, there are a ton of businesses out there. Why consider taking Snap Delivered seriously? See, this is called the S-curve of business. This is one way to measure if a business is worth putting time and effort into. There are many factors that determine that. For many people, myself included, we have to believe in the product or the service. And as we've seen, this is nothing like we've ever seen before. For others, it's the compensation. How much am I going to make in this deal? And as we can all see, this is a no-brainer with Snap Delivered. For others, they have to know who's running the show. And as I stated earlier, guys, our team is absolutely amazing. These are all great reasons to really get behind a project, without a doubt. In business, however, the biggest factor is timing. See, as we all know, although you can still do well, if you don't get in first, you really miss the boat. Roughly, the first 100,000 people in a business make up around 80% of the total wealth of the company. So where do we stack up right now with Snap Delivered? See, right now, I wouldn't say this is a ground floor opportunity. I'm sorry, guys. This is actually what I would like to call a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Guys, check this out. We are still first. It is a land grab out there, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't want any of the real estate, that's okay. My team of heavy hitters are doing an amazing job. We're already spread across the nation, so the groundwork is already being done. We are in the pioneering phase. Guys, if you look at this chart, once we hit critical mass and momentum, it's all rear view mirror from that point. Like, all you got to do is share with some people about a delivery app that's going to save them money, and you have the potential of making some generational changes. See, look, in-house, we're a food delivery business, but we can also be considered a referral hub. Like I said, we have a platform, and if a business has the right product and the right referral plan, we may partner up with them. I'll give you a quick intro to a couple of our amazing partners. Look, you see Rob Gronkowski right there? He's the face of something called Vidgo. Look, they learn what we're doing, and they want it in, right? They're one of only 6 fully licensed TV stream providers in the nation, residential or commercial, and they have more sports. They're based for sports. So, like, if you know a pool hall that has 30 TVs, they're paying between $100 and $300 per TV for the sports package on their cable provider. Per TV, guys, $80 a month, and they can have probably more sports channels than those other guys would give them with the sports package. Definitely with the base package for sure, for sure. Here at my shop, I have the TV off right now. I use it in the shop, but they give you the Big Ten Network for free. I'm a Big Ten guy. I need to see my Big Ten. I'm a Badger fanatic, right? I'm sorry if, I know, man, Justin's most likely a Huskers fan, but I love them too, right? But, because it's Big Ten family. But this is massive because you can actually get paid every time somebody pays their cable bill. We're also taking the restaurant industry to a whole nother level with turnkey virtual kitchens. I know a company over here. I walked into a little hole in the wall telling them about the restaurants. It was just a pizza place, but they're a virtual kitchen for 24 different restaurants. Guys, we have that on deck as well. If you know a restaurant owner that has a vast menu, they can submit their menu. It can be chopped up by the team. The team will actually pay the restaurant owner $200 just to sign up and move through this process of differentiation of this menu. And then they make and they agree with the owner on different brandings, right? These are Snaps brandings that you see right now, but you would have your own branding as a restaurant owner, and it would all be sold out of your kitchen. It would be your food out of a different name just because you have an Italian section, a Mediterranean section, a Mexican section, or whatever your menu provides. And then the company that we partner with out of Dubai, they're absolutely amazing. Guys, they're actually paying for the first $1 million they put into this. They're willing to put $100 million into the US. But the first $1 million, they're actually giving $10,000 to the business owner, the restaurant owner, for advertisement over social media over a 6-month span. And they're also giving free large and small containers branded to their new virtual label. Guys, that's massive. We're also piloting prescriptions for human and animals. That's a massive space, guys. That is coming soon. Definitely be prepared to see what's happening because that is definitely coming soon to a theater near you. Now, talk about value. I know you've probably seen some type of ad or commercial or something, but this is huge. We partner with Jorns and Associates. They're allowing us to refer business to them, a business owner that has W-2 employees, right? So they can get the CARES Act money that was left on the table after the pandemic. See, just for keeping people employed during the pandemic, the Treasury is holding up to $26,000 per full-time employee that a business kept on staff. It can be a nonprofit, they can be a for-profit, a casino, and it's for between 10 and 500 W-2 employees is who you can do less, but Jorns and Associates wants to deal with 10 for now. We can put less on a waiting list and move forward with them afterwards, but there's a lot of influx. We want to make sure that everybody can have equal opportunity, right? Just for referring a business, though, you receive a finder's fee of 4% of the gross. They've actually gotten over $5 billion back already for businesses, and they average $567,000 per business with 27 employees. That's $21,000 per employee that we average, okay? Let's just say it's $500,000. At 4%, that's $20,000 just for referring that company to Jorns and Associates. And Jorns is getting $21,000 on average out of the $26,000. Guys, that's massive. I know another company that was boasting about 14, another one 13, and one of my business partners actually sent me an advertisement for somebody excited about their ERC platform, and they're averaging $5,000 per employee. They're super excited about that, right? We average $21,000. So this is the best perspective, the best scenario to put a business owner or nonprofit owner into, because Jorns is going to get the most that they can get through their proprietary software. They have over 400 employees, they even have EAs, which is an enrolled agent. That's like the next step is tax attorney. That's the highest you can get when you have your document signed by an EA and it goes to the IRS. It's looked at a little differently as if it's from a regular CPA, right? That's just how it is. And that's who we have signing our documents going. And we give full 5-year audit support and $1 million of errors and omissions insurance, right? This is massive. You know, any business owners, start writing their names down, get with Justin. We'll get you moving forward to be able to help them out, because just for helping them get the money that they didn't know they even could get, you could potentially get a significant amount of referral fee as well. It's a finder's fee, basically, guys. Look, we not only help restaurants, drivers, clients, business-oriented individuals, businesses, etc. We can also help communities and nonprofits such as shelters and churches in another way. Yes, we can do their ERC for them, or ERTC, the Employee Retention Tax Credit or Employee Retention Credit. We can have the person in charge download the app, right, get their own referral code, then give the employees or the residents or the congregation, the entity's referral code themselves, and they can all download the app and refer other people through their link. This way, whenever somebody orders food or refers anything from our partners, the referral bonuses are rolled right back into the nonprofit for the growth and the outreach in the community. Guys, I'm real big into outreach in the community, and this is near and dear to me. I'm super excited about that. I love helping in this capacity. It's amazing.
Can I stop you for one
I
question?
only got one more slide after this, so go right ahead.
You know what? Go ahead and finish up, and then we'll open up to questions after that. So start asking your questions in the comments, and we'll bring those up at the end here. Thank you.
Perfect. So don't worry. We don't just sign you up and let you go figure it out yourself. We have a plug-and-play system for you. We have all the tools for success at your fingertips. We have live and pre-recorded trainings for everyone. Tuesdays, usually I would do this Monday night, right? So Tuesdays and Fridays at noon and at 1, we have Getting Started for Snap. So it's a live presentation for getting started, what to do next, and then Getting Started. So that's at noon Tuesdays, noon Fridays. Justin, I'm sure you'll share this if you're okay with this information. Stop me if you're not.
Feel free.
Okay, perfect. So we have the ERC Getting Started is on Friday at noon. This is Eastern times. And then VidGo presentation or overview on how to understand how the bonus structures work for that is at 1 p.m. Eastern after that. VidGo, guys, has some massive, if you refer 20 subscriptions in a month, guys, it's a $10,000 bonus that pays out over a year. You get 1,000 the next month, 1,000 the next month, 1,000 the next month. Skip 2 months, get 2,000, and then 5,000 on the 12th month. Guys, it's crazy, and you can do that every month. I recommend getting 23 or so because of attrition, but definitely consider that. Now, look, it's free to be a customer. You get all your own referral links. Just keep referring and keep getting upgraded. All right. I don't have to say this part. Please fire away. I'll end the slide. And Justin can definitely get you guys all your own referral links. It's free. Guys, it's completely free. There's no actual obligation. If you don't refer somebody, you don't get paid, and that's okay.
Perfect. Yeah, no, I have a lot of thoughts and things I want to share and just thoughts on this, but the number one question that's coming up, is this available only in the US or is it also international? We have people from Nepal, Canada, Germany.
Yeah, great question.
For now?
So you can leverage the US. The delivery service currently is only US based, right? We are a US based nation. However, we are looking to go global. But if we did expand throughout another country right now, we wouldn't have enough people to be able to substantiate it. Because think about it, we're under 30,000 total, guys. Once we hit this momentum, then we're looking to branch out and go into other countries. You can be in another country, however, and know people in the US and refer them so you can then benefit from what they do here in the US.
Okay. Nope. Great.
Yeah, I that answers your question.
Yes. And I have some comments on that too. I'm going to make here in a minute. Second question is, if you aren't, so like I'm in Lincoln, Nebraska, so we're not available yet. We don't have you said it's 10 restaurants and 10 drivers is what makes.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So we don't have that
5-mile area, but you need 500 customer downloads because we want to make sure there's orders flowing as well. We added that contingency.
Okay. So I don't have that yet in Lincoln. But I can still refer people, right? Like I can still refer restaurants and I can still refer drivers, and they just won't be able to use it until we get those.
Correct. What you see right now, you can do it in your area, yeah. But what you see right now is those blue dots. Those are where we're open. The white dots is where we're opening. We have way more than that. This is updated manually. So it'll be updated again as well. But what you can do is you can run Facebook ads in these towns for drivers and for customers and stuff like that, and start getting paid from other cities, right? And it'll help out the city grow more, and it'll help all around. Guys, there's so many people in America. There's no reason to not want to just help everybody, right? I'm not a greedy guy. I don't hold anything to myself.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. A few comments I want to make. First off, this is going to, you can be as successful with this as you want to be. Okay. So you can put in as much energy and effort. So the four things I see is, first off, you could start to build a team. Okay. So this is, some people in the comments are saying this sounds like an MLM. It sounds like referral. It is. Okay. Referrals and MLM it's objectively the best way to spread the word about something. Okay. There's a reason there's so many MLM and referral structures. It's because it is the best way to get word out. Okay. They're not always bad. If it's
every
a good
company
product,
does it too.
yes.
Whether we know it or not, every company's doing it. If you got a franchise, somebody's getting paid from you. It's the same exact platform, just in people for some reason don't look at it as the same name.
Yes, absolutely. So for me, what I think I would be best at is building a team under me, because I don't have a lot of extra time to go call a bunch of restaurants or get delivery drivers. So for me, I might be a good team builder where I can make a video and say, hey guys, I'm Snap Deliver. You can get on the ground floor on this. Here's the potential you can make. And then I can start referring other people to become referrers under me. Now, if you want to make this more like a job for you, you could sign yourself up as a delivery driver, would be one option. You could say, hey, I'm going to call 5 restaurants a day and just tell them about this and tell them about the potential money they can save compared to Uber Eats or whatever they're using now. I've talked to a lot of restaurant owners. They hate Uber Eats because of how much they cut into their profit. Okay. So I think there is a big market for this. It's just a matter of getting the word out there. So maybe that could be your career, is you get home from work and then you call 5 restaurants and you say, hey, can I speak to the manager? And I'm sure that you guys have good training for like how to get to the decision makers.
Oh, absolutely. We have tools, Snap Calculator. I can actually share the screen and show you the Snap Calculator if you want to see it.
Sure. Yeah.
It's a really good tool. I actually made it myself because, like I said, I'm a founder in the company. So we had to make some tools, right? And we're all here to help each other, right? And that's just what we do. So let me see here.
Can I ask you, is it everyone that's in the audience can download the Snap Delivered app right now? They might not be able to use it yet if it's not available in their area, but Correct. You mentioned 500 customers in an area is part of what gets it started. So I would tell people this is free. You might as well go download the app.
What you want to do is you want to give them your referral link in the chat to your customers, and then they become a customer and they get all their own free platform, and then they can download the app and they'll have a way to log in, because you can eat and you can order food without being referred, but you cannot refer others without being referred.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, there's my referral link to be a customer. So that's something everybody could do. That would be free. Then yeah, you could call restaurants and start getting them signed up. You could start creating a team under you and get them to refer people. If you could start referring delivery drivers, and I think that would be easier. If you already know people who are doing Uber Eats or something like that, you can just tell them, hey, do you want to potentially make more money using this? It might not be available yet, but you only need 10 drivers. So that's not that hard to get in an area. So you can start doing that.
Pretty much every driver I speak with, when I tell them I'm averaging between $7 and $10 a delivery, they're jumping on board, because there's dead space, there's dead times, and if you're getting paid a guaranteed, you don't have to ride the hot times in order to get the extra money, right? Because other platforms pay you more during certain time frames. If you're getting this on average anyways, there's no need to have to do that. So this is the Snap Calculator. Can you see this? All right, let's say if a restaurant does, let's say they do, I don't know, 60 orders, 65 orders, right? All right. Let's say they do, I don't know, 65 orders. If this thing lets me. It's not letting me do anything. Let me cancel this. Sorry about that, guys.
No, that's the beauty of live. No, if you can send me the link to that, is that something that everyone can have access to?
Yeah, I give this to everybody. I believe Isaac has it as well.
Okay.
So yeah, I definitely make sure that everybody has access to all the tools. And I also have a 2-minute training on it, which is super simple to understand how to use it. It's really easy. When you get this in front of it's got about a 90-something% success rate. When you show an owner this, it's basically a done deal. So let's say they do 65 orders, right? Let's say their ticket price is, I don't know, $35. I don't know. These are just random numbers, right? So you pop that stuff in, and it shows you what they're paying right now at 30%, which is $683 a day. And when you talk to an owner of a business, of a restaurant, they'd say, "Oh yeah, that sounds about right." And if we only charge $2 an order, they're only charging $130 a day. They're saving $550 a day. In this example, they would save $201,000 a year, guys. That's insane, right?
Yeah.
You can change 4 fields. You put the restaurant name in here first. You put your contact information down here, because that way, if it's the manager and they want to be able to share with the owner, they take a snapshot. It has all your contact information in it. If they say we don't do 30%, we do 20. Well, I have 20, 30, and 40, all the numbers down here, right? So at 30%, they're paying $10.50 an order to deliver it, $7 at 20%, 14 at that. And then if you want to see what you would get paid residually just for referring this restaurant, this one you don't show to the restaurant owners necessarily. You scroll down one little bit more, you'd make $9,500 a year just for referring this one restaurant, just for helping them save $200,000 a year. You would actually make 10 grand. I mean, or 9 grand, 95, whatever it is. It's if you help enough people, I think it's Zig Ziglar said this, if you help enough people get what they want, you have no choice but to get what you want. If you help enough people pay their bills, you have no choice but to have your bills paid for you, right? That's just how it is. And it does all of the different calculations that you would need for that.
Can I ask, do you have any suggestions on how to get in touch with the decision makers? Because I think that's the hard part with the restaurants is
you want a 5-minute training on how to get it? Oh, it's easy. So what I do, so there's multiple ways to do it, right? One way is you can bring on a college student in the area and tell them you give them $20 or $50 for each application you get filled out from a restaurant. You can pay them and then you can keep that. Find out who's a leader, find out who's willing to grind, and then bring them and let them do it if they want to do it as well. I walk into restaurants, right? When I walk into a restaurant, I ask the first person I see, "Excuse me, when's the best time to come back and speak with the manager or GM when they're not busy?" I don't want to talk to them right now if I'm not going in there to ask to speak with them right now. Most people are busy. I ask when to come back when they're not busy. I come back, then I say, "Okay, perfect. And what's their name?" And they tell me. Because I don't know if they think I'm there to complain or they think whatever, it doesn't matter. They're just answering the question because they're asked it, right? They're allowed to say the name of the manager. And then I say, "Okay, perfect. What was your name again?" And they give me their name. So now I have 2 names and an appointment time to come back, basically. When I go back, I bring my computer back with me, but I sit on the chair. I ask the first person I see, "Hey, is so-and-so here?" I ask for the manager by first name. And they go get them because I have business with them, obviously, because there's nothing to hesitate, right? They come, and when they come, I say, "Hey, how you doing? My name is Lon Schultz. I spoke with so-and-so the other day," which is the other person I spoke with. "I know you deliver food for between 20 and 40% right now. We deliver for only $2 flat rate, and we're spreading in this area. When do you have an actual 2 minutes to take a look at some numbers?" And I just wait for their response. And 9 times out of 10, they say, "Oh, yeah, I'll take a look right now." And I already have, before I go in there, I take this snap calculator, and I put their restaurant name in it. I make sure my contact data is in there. And when I walk back to the booth with them, where they generally do their hirings or whatever, most likely firings too, right? I say, "I don't need any specific numbers from you. Just some rough figures. Roughly, how many orders per day would you say you do on your delivery platforms across all of them?" And they give me a number. I populate it inside of the snap calculator. By the time we're sitting down, I just pop it open. It's right there already. I'm not having to dig around for it. Then I say, "Okay, perfect. And what would you say around the average ticket would be?" They give me the average ticket. I pop it in. I tell them, "Okay, right now you're spending $9 on average per delivery at 30%. That's what you're spending per delivery, right? And I tell them you're spending this per day. They say, oh yeah, that sounds about right. All right, perfect. Well, with us, with $2 a delivery, I tell them the numbers. So you would save this a day, week, month, year, and then I turn the computer to them, and I reach down because they're double taking because they don't believe it at first, because this is a lot of money. It's substantial. So I turn and let them see it. I'm pulling out the paper application is the other part of the Snap toolkit that I give people. And I set it on the keyboard in front of them. I said, I don't need any private information to get your menu pulled, to be able to start the process. I just need someone inside the restaurant to speak with if we get an order, someone to talk about on the restaurant. So the back scenes person, and a couple of little things about your menu, and I need a logo, right? I have a real quick 1-page paper app, and it's done. And then I go home and I just submit the data. That's all you got to do to bring on a restaurant. But then you have to deal with the tablet and stuff like that. And if you want to get started in that side, I have no problem helping you. We have trainings on Vimeo. We have a large Vimeo content, and I do live trainings. I'll do trainings for people. No problem.
Okay, very cool. So again, what I'd like to see from people, I get questions all the time. Audience, this is for you guys. I get questions all the time. Hey, how can I make extra passive income? Okay, so this is a way you could potentially make passive income without any upfront capital. Okay, so if you're struggling financially, I would recommend you try out something like this. And again, you can kind of go in as far or as little as you want. You could say the easiest way is just referring other customers. You could just say, hey, download this app. You could just let your friends know that. That would be like very easy, very non-intimidating. Second, you could start referring drivers. That's a little bit more work, but you could still do it. You could, hey, do you guys, I already know, like my brother does Uber driving, or Uber Eats driving. I can let him know, hey, just download this app. And maybe, when it gets to link in here, we'll start doing that. Or you can go like Lon is saying, probably you could make a lot of money probably going to restaurants. And maybe you're not comfortable quite yet going, cold calling people in person, but you can start with email. You can just find someone from the restaurant, like find their email address and just send them an email. Hey, could I talk to you about a way for you to save, $20,000 a month or whatever? And just start trying some different things. But what I would love is for people in the audience to let your entrepreneurial spirit take over. And this could be a business opportunity for you. So that's really why I brought this guys on. And that's what I want from you guys. I'm probably not personally going to be going to restaurants one by one. I mean, that doesn't fit in with my life and what, I'm trying to do. But I definitely see opportunity here for everyone, no matter how much you're wanting to get involved or not. So love that a lot.
I want to share real quick our other platform, the ERC platform. So if you talk about walking in, if anybody's open to walking business to business, let's say you take, an hour a week or 3 hours a week, and you walk into 10 businesses and just ask them if they had their ERC filed yet, right? Their ERC is huge because it pays a substantial amount, right? So let's say you walk in 10 businesses a week. One day it takes like 2-3 hours, whatever. And you do that for 1 month and you get 40 businesses walked into, and let's say you have one out of the 40 convert, and it's for way lower than our average, let's say 10,000. That means that each day was worth $2,500. Each business that was walked into was worth $250. So our ERC platform referral to Jorns and Associates is upfront the more substantial income. The Snap Delivered platform is by far the biggest and most substantial over the next upcoming, not now-ish, but near future and future coming after that as well. And yeah, it's completely free, guys. It's free. It's not like we're asking for anything. You don't have to have an order. You don't have to do anything. And you'll be helping James. If you're on this podcast or this AMA, you must appreciate the individual. You must have respect for him, right? You wouldn't be on here if you didn't. And all he's doing is saying, look, guys, you talk to me about an issue. You brought me a problem. You talk about how do I make money? And I'm bringing you a solution that's going to cost you $0. And most people that are entrepreneurial know other entrepreneurs. If somebody's ever came to you and asked you, hey, do you join this business? Check out this overview. That's the people that need to see this. You just tell them about it. Give them your free referral link so they can get their free referral link and they can do what they do best, right? James has a great platform. He reaches a scope of people. So he that's his element, right? Some people are going to be, look, same thing with your Christian walk, right? If you can't go to war, if you're not in the fight, carry bullets. Kent Hovind says this all the time. Carry bullets. If you can't carry bullets, and tend the wounded. If you can't do any of that stuff, just fund the bullets or whatever. It doesn't matter what our part is, right? We all have a different part in everything we do. And in this scenario, we have a lot of verticals, a lot of platforms, and they all cover and they're all free. Guys, this is, and our owners are believers. And to me, that's massive. You see this right here? See the American flag and the clock? That stands for time freedom, guys. There's only one way to get that. It's called passive income. And that's what James is offering to you guys and it costs nothing but a little bit of sweat equity.
Yeah, that's what I really like about it, is that there's not much risk to trying it out. I'm not saying everyone's going to be super successful. You might go knock on doors or whatever and put in the effort and it might not work out. I don't know what your results are going to be. It depends on your effort and, how you try different things, but you don't lose anything doing that. You can try it for free. We're used to here in crypto. We try out so many things and end up losing a lot of money, right? I mean, raise your hand if you've lost money in crypto this year. I have. My tax situation for 2022 is a lot easier than my tax situation for 2021. I'll say that. But when you do something like this, yeah, your time is worth something. I'm not saying it, you wasted your time. It doesn't do anything, but you're not out any money. So I just want to encourage people to think about it and consider, hey, is this something that you want to try out even a little bit? Like, hey, my goal is to go out and get 50 customers. That's going to be my goal. I think that's something like that would be pretty doable for most people. So I better get going. My kids we're actually opening some presents today and I see them out there waiting for me. And I told them an hour and it's been an hour and 2 minutes. So they're holding me to that. So closing up here, I'm going to be doing more content on Snap Delivered. So again, I'm going to probably do an edited video to condense this down to 15 minutes or so, just to kind of get that out there for everyone. So stay tuned for that. If you're in the audience, please do download the app, sign up as a customer. Again, it's free to do that. So please do that. Hit the like button on your way out. And Lon and Isaac, I appreciate you guys. Lon, thanks for coming on. Isaac, thanks for pointing me towards this. And I always appreciate people sending me passive income opportunities. Appreciate it a lot. So thank you guys. Thank you, Lon, for working through the technical difficulties and presenting this to us.
I appreciate you, man. God bless everybody. Definitely have a great day.
Yes. Thanks, everybody. Have a Merry Christmas.
God bless you guys. Bye.